I'm going to quickly show you how to create a program on your TI-84 to actually solve quadratic equations easily. Once you have your TI-84 started up, go ahead and hit the Program button, and then you may or may not see this menu. If you do, go ahead and choose option 1, which is TI Basic, and then we're going to choose a new program. So go over a little bit here, over to New, and create New, press Enter. Now you'll notice that the cursor here has an A on it. That means it's an alpha lock. And you might say alpha lock. Yeah, alpha letter, lock meaning it's stuck in that mode. And we're going to give our program a name. If you look above the keys over on the other side here, you'll see that they all have letters above them. In this case, I want to call our program Quad, short for quadratic. So Q, U, A, and D. And then you can go ahead and just press Enter. And now it's going to ask us, all right, you want to go ahead and start entering commands. Our first one is simply to input or prompt the user for A, B, C, and D, if you remember the quadratic equation. So if you go back over here and click on the Program button, and then move over the side here to choose Input, Output, we're going to choose Prompt. And so I'm going to press Enter at this point. And it's got prompt on here. And what we want now is for it to prompt for A, B, and C. So I'm going to click alpha on the other side here and click A. Then I'm going to hit the comma and then hit alpha B, then comma alpha C. The reason we're hitting alpha each time is that we are just switching it to letter mode. So we're going to prompt the user for A, B, and C, which are the three coefficients in the quadratic. Pressing return. Our next one is we want to calculate the determinant. And I know you might not remember the determinant, but remember the quadratic equation? Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. The determinant is that square root part. And since you've got to use it in both the equations, just to make it a little bit easier to see, let's define the determinant. So alpha d is going to be our variable, we're going to store it. Press the equal sign. Now the equal sign is a little bit hard to find, so second math up above it has a test option. Test in this case means what kind of relationship is it? We want number 1 there for equal sign. So what we want here now is the determinant, which is D, the determinant is going to be equal to the quantity, I'm going to do parentheses, B, which is alpha B, squared, which is that, minus 4 times alpha A times alpha C, close parentheses. That entire quantity we want the square root. And the easiest way to do a square root is to raise it to the 1/2 power. And I got to quick find the key on this one. Oh, there it is. Caret 0.5. And then press enter. What that's going to do is take whatever we enter for B, square it, subtract 4 times A times C, take that entirely quantity, take the square root, raising to the 1/2 power, and store it in the variable D. Now, if this quantity happens to be negative, our program will crash, but we'll know it means it has an imaginary answer. We probably got our coefficients wrong. All right, we're now ready to actually display the output. It's that simple. So hit Program again. We're going to go sideways here to I/O, and we're going to go to Display, number 3. You could have also just typed in 3. Hit Enter. And now our choices are, our two answers are either going to be, and this is critical, do the negative sign. Oops, hold on a second. Let me go back. I think we need a parentheses. Parentheses, negative sign, not subtraction sign, negative sign alpha B minus, regular subtraction sign, minus the determinant, which is alpha D, we already calculated that, close, divided by, open parentheses, 2 times alpha A, close parentheses. That's one of our roots. Remember, negative B plus or minus the determinant divided by 2A. Do a comma. Our other possible answer is negative B, not subtraction, negative alpha B plus the determinant, close parentheses, divided by, open parentheses, 2 times alpha a, close parentheses. And now go ahead and press enter again. Congratulations, you're done with your program. Now you can just quit this. I'm going to do second quit. And now if you click the program button, choose one, excuse me, you'll find our program. You can either click on it or press number 1. And now when you press return, it's going to ask you, hey, what's A? So I type in 1, enter, -4, enter, 4, enter. Hey, it tells us the two roots for this quadratic are 2 and 2. And you can now use this to solve any equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Just make sure you have it arranged that way before you get started. Good luck. The program will stay in there unless you happen to reset your calculator. It's always there for your convenience. Good luck. Bye.